feel like I'm short on this chair. But namaste, guys. Christian Long, life enhancement consultant, giving you a big and beautiful shout out on this Monday evening here in Denver, Colorado. It is 6 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time. We're jumping on for a daily dose of growth. Challenges designed to grow your soul and help you become a better person. Karen, namaste. Brownie point. Bam. My apologies for logging in a few minutes late. Tina, namaste. I was just finishing up with a client and I had some homework to assign because every single time somebody works with me, they get a homework assignment, whether they like it or not. So, also went for an intense hike today. So, we're jumping on for our challenge number 28. What is everyone's feedback? Again, as you jump on in the evening sessions at 6 o'clock p.m., Lori, namaste. At 6 o'clock p.m., we say, I did it, I didn't do it. Alasia, namaste. I did it, I didn't do it. I did it, I didn't do it. We did it, we didn't do it, right? Because we want to make sure we have accountability. We want to make sure we have accountability that I follow up. I do what I say I'm going to do, or I don't. I didn't get to do it. It's okay. It's all right. Suresh, namaste. It is okay. I did it. It was quite challenging to come up with so many. Aha, perfect. Karen did it. Yay. Joanna, what's the story, girl? I did it. I didn't do it. Elaine and I did it. Yay. She was doing it on her way to school. It took me all day. So 15 minutes turned into 8 hours. Got it. Remember, we have these daily challenges. We get assigned at 8 o'clock in the morning Mountain Time. They're typically 15 minutes to finish in general. And then you have 10 hours to finish those challenges. You have 10 hours to finish those challenges. So today, for challenge number 28, it's very simple. You get your timer, set it to 15 minutes, put it off to the side, and then you have a piece of paper and a pen in front of you, and you write out 108 things that you admire, respect, and love about yourself. Elizabeth, namaste. 108 things you admire, love, and respect about yourself. Okay? And funny enough, as I was thinking about today's challenge, a metaphor came into my mind that I think would be beneficial for the group. Tina was saying it was challenging, but during and after it felt good to think positive about myself. Perfecto. Felt short, got up to 95. Oh, Suresh. So close, but so far. So let me hear it, Suresh. I did not do it. Perfect. You nailed it. Didn't do it. Good. Ownership, responsibility, accountability. It has nothing to do with beating yourself up. It has nothing to do with thinking that you're a bad person or that you're flawed or that you failed or any of those things. It's simply an acknowledgement of, I set a challenge. I didn't fulfill that challenge. That's it. Avani, namaste. Welcome. You don't have to put a huge story behind it. In fact, you don't have to put any story behind it. I remember in my good old Landmark Forum days, when you were late going on a break, coming back from a break, coming back from the bathroom, they say, all right, you got 15 minutes, all right, you got 30 minutes, all right, you got 60 minutes. And if you weren't back in the room on time, they didn't want to hear your excuse. They wouldn't let you in the room if you were giving an excuse. Oh, well, the reason I was late is I was stuck in traffic. The reason I was late is because my cell phone fell in the toilet. The reason I was late, blah, blah, blah. They did not care about why somebody was late of coming back from a break. All they cared about was saying, I'm late, I'm on time. I'm late, I'm on time. That's it. Didn't matter the story because no one cares what the story is. So Karen says, acknowledge the broken word. That's it. You made a commitment, you didn't fulfill the commitment. That's it. No story needed. Hey, I didn't fulfill my commitment. And then as the forum would say, recommit. Right? Okay, let's see here. Hold on, everyone. You guys are getting after it. Jessica says, did it was tricky, almost gave in halfway through, but turned to looking online for traits that I could actually own. So it may have been cheating, but it was hard to find things I love about me. I don't ever pay attention to that, but I'm grateful for the challenge. Good. There's a lot of meat in that, Jessica. Joanna says, I did it, and in the beginning I thought, wow, that is a lot. And it was a challenge to come up with 108. I almost gave up, but with my persistence, another quality, I could not give up. So I came up with 108, and it felt wonderful to come up with 108. Good quality about myself. Yes! Perfect. Avani says, did not do it. Excellent. Taking ownership. Ron, namaste. I think I've had Ron on a stream at least once a week for the past 2 years. So Ron comes on to a stream once a week, once a week for the past 2 years, and I don't think he's ever said anything. So Ron, if you're listening, my love to you, man. Good to have you on. I'd love for you to join in one of the challenges. I'd love for you to say I did it, I didn't do it, or I just keep coming up in your phone and you accidentally keep hitting my face. Chrissy, Atma Namaste, you did it. Excellent. Mani did it too. She's heading over to her little area right now. So hard. Physical body was the hardest. Aha. Good, good, good. Levels of awareness. Levels of truth. Good, good, good. What else? Come on, guys. We need more feedback from the group. The more feedback you provide, it gives other people awareness that they may not have had doing the challenge, which does what? Increases their success, increases their ability to move forward, right? It's not just about you. When you're doing the challenge, it's 100% about you. And then when you share the challenge, you're giving back to the group, which is helping what? Sowing good seeds for your growth and development moving forward. Hello. It is in the giving that we receive. What else? What other awareness? What other feedback? I know Suresh is coming. He always writes a big, fat, juicy paragraph of awareness before the challenge, during the challenge, and after the challenge. The number one awareness we got from getting the challenge was, holy moly, I don't think I can come up with 108 things that I love about myself, that I care about myself, that's positive about myself, that I respect and admire about myself. Okay? And Chrissy said the physical part was the hardest. Good awareness. What else? Come on, guys. Don't worry. We're going to get into the higher teaching. So in the evening session, which is right now, we get into the higher levels of truth, the higher levels of understanding, now that you have experience. So Mani, my little tiny dwarf bunny, I went to the grocery store today and she loves her spinach. But then I was like, we got to mix up her diet a little bit. She doesn't like carrots. She doesn't like broccoli. She doesn't like mango. And she doesn't like strawberries. I don't know what kind of bunny she is, but she's all over the map. But I got her a big container of half spinach and half baby greens. She's a baby, so maybe baby greens, maybe like baby greens, right? And she loves them. Eats it up like it's her job. She's actually eating it right now. Jose, namaste. Welcome. Good to have you on. Jessica says, that's the thing. If you asked me to pick 108 about someone else, I would have been able to do it right away, but it's hard to think of your own without feeling conceited. Aha! Good awareness. You guys won't believe what I'm about to say, but what Jessica just said about not being able to come up with 108 positive qualities she admires about herself, she says she doesn't want to do that feeling conceited. Do you know what that is? It's actually negative pride. Amazing, right? Negative pride is on both ends of the spectrum. So when you don't take credit for doing something right, that's negative pride. If you take lots and lots of credit for doing something that's ordinary, that's also negative pride. So the pendulum swings. Negative pride is on both ends of the pendulum. You want to be right in the middle, which is humility, which is knowing your strengths and knowing your weaknesses. I'm good at this, and I'm not good at this. I'm really good at this, and I'm really not good at this. But you don't beat yourself up, you don't berate yourself, you don't put yourself down, you go, hey, I know nothing about quantum physics. Hey, I know nothing about the Roman Empire. But if you start talking about quantum physics and start talking about the Roman Empire as though you know what you're talking about, what is that? Negative pride. Where there's negative pride, you lack humility, you lack receptivity and conductivity to your higher self and to God. So Tina says, I'm having physical challenges and it's hard, but I'm trying to appreciate what I can do and celebrate those. Good. Good awareness. Excellent. Excellent. Anything else? Anything else before we go into the higher teachings, higher understanding? So Karen says, I noticed some judgments judgments come up for me, not feeling good enough to write certain things down. Every time I thought of something good, I felt that I wasn't there yet, and if I write it down, I'm not being fully honest. Interesting. So you're looking at it as in degrees. Like I want to put down intelligent, but intelligent compared to who or compared to what? Right? So you're wanting to practice honesty and non-lying, which is a virtue in and of itself, so you can give yourself credit for that. You're trying to practice honesty and you're trying to practice humility. So Christy says, so if I put that I accept, I can't spell, it's okay. Is the inability, think about let's get a little detailed. Acknowledging that you can't spell, how is that a positive trait for you? Maybe it's acknowledging that a weakness that you have so you can be appreciative of your ability to have self-awareness. Aha! I appreciate my self-awareness. I admire my self-awareness. I respect my self-awareness. Do you get the difference? All right, so Lori says, I started out slow with a few obvious ones and had to also look online, you and Jessica, for some boost, then other traits started to flow. Good. Oh, greater awareness. Elena says it felt good for her and she has been working on flipping those negative thoughts, just like she does backflips in gymnastics. So Karen says, compared to my standards where I want to be. Correct. Which deals with self-awareness and self-honesty. Yes. Christy says that I don't beat myself up if I make the mistake and use spell check. Okay. So acceptance, Chrissy, acceptance. That's the word you're looking for. So I admire my self-acceptance. Yes? I admire my self-acceptance, which is a form of humility. Excellent. Very, very good. Tina says, me too. Hashtag Tina, me too. Anything else you guys want to add? That's Ness. Jessica says, I have a lot of things I admire about myself, but gosh, 108, that's a lot. And I didn't want to be redundant either because one word covers so many areas. I understand. You guys realize why I repeat myself over and over and over again? So you hear me. And I repeat myself over and over again with different tones, with different speeds. So you listen. I learned that from Master Choa. By the way, here's a great lesson I learned from Master Choa. When the teacher was teaching from stage, either people would be watching him live or people would be watching a replay of him, he would say, look at me. Right? The teacher would be teaching and he would say, look at me. And people would be like, an ordinary person just watching this man go, wow, he's very egocentric. It's very narcissistic, all about me. Two things are happening when the teacher does that. You guys don't see me do that because I'm not Master Choa and I'm not quite sure if I'm there yet. I'd have to have more awareness. But when the teacher does this, he's breaking up thought forms for the students that are preventing the students from learning. Are you guys listening? Preventing the student from learning. So when he's what's preventing them from learning, and he's also bringing them back to the present moment. Like you're daydreaming, you're like, I wonder what I was 20 lifetimes ago. Brings you back. Also, when he says, look at me, it is kind of like you're calmed down. Oh, okay. Also, when he says, look at me, by looking at the teacher, you're absorbing the energy of the teacher. Right? I'll leave it at that. There's higher teachings to that. But when the teacher says, look at me, you better put your pen down and look up at the teacher because the teacher's transmitting energy. It's transmitting energy. In my teeny tiny way as a facilitator of Master Choa's teachings, I'm transmitting the teacher's energy through me. Not even close to the teacher, obviously, but there's a level of transference of energy. Does that make sense? So I don't do that, but I go, hey, are you guys listening? Hello? Right? That's me getting your attention. Your voice is breaking. My voice is breaking. That's not good. Is my voice good? Could I get a thumbs up if my voice is good? Thumbs up if my voice is good. It might be Ivani's connection. It might be everyone's connection. A little bit. Hello. Yes, that's the one too. All right, thumbs up. You guys can hear me. Perfect. Okay, breaking for me too. Huh. Testing. 1, 2, 2. So half of you are thumbs up, the other half of you are, I don't know. Okay, got it. Sorry guys, not sure what's going on. But as Jessica knows, and as Olivia knows, and as Joanna knows, what's the word I'm looking for? The replay is always clear. So if you can't hear me, sign off and then check out the replay. Okay, so the metaphor that I wanted to leave you guys for today with today's challenge, 28 challenges, which we're getting there. We're getting there. We're almost at 30. One of my clients says, I've done every challenge and I'm almost at 30. I know what I'm going to do for that energy coaching and healing session. I already know. So we talked about that today. Okay, so imagine you have a building. You have like a brick and mortar company and you sell, you guys name it, whatever you want to sell. You sell flowers, you sell paper, like in the office. You sell knickknacks, you sell whatever that it is that your building sells. Now, out in front of the building, you have a bunch of weeds. Lots and lots of weeds. You have weeds all over your building. On the outside, it's just an ordinary building. Inside, it's your beautiful it's your beautiful company, right? But you own both. You own the inside, you own the outside. So all in the front, all on the sides, and all in the back of your building is weeds, 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 right? Nothing but weeds. So now you go in and you remove all the weeds. You remove the weeds in the front, you remove the weeds on the side, and you remove the weeds in the back. How does it look now? How does it look now? Right? You have your building, you remove the weeds in the front, weeds in the side, weeds in the back. How does it look? I'm waiting for a few of you to respond. How does it look? Remember, this is a dialogue. I know there's lag time, 15 to 20 seconds, but I'm talking to you. I'm not talking at you. So Tina says, purty. Does it look purty? Think about what I just said. You have weeds in the front, weeds in the sides, and weeds in the back. You remove all the weeds. How does it look? So much better. I did that today. Great. Are you guys sure? This is good. This is good awareness for the group. Are you guys sure? I'll wait for 1 or 2 more answers. Clear. Good. Tina. Excellent. Anyone else? Empty. Chrissy. Excellent. Excellent. Bear. Lori. Good job. Excellent. Empty. Honestly. Good, Jessica. Karen says clean. Yes. Messy before and beautiful now. Are you sure? It depends on what you define as weeds. Are you playing Lakshmi Gayatri mantra in the background? No. Actually, I was. Weird. Is it still playing? Hold on, guys. The mantra was playing. That's why you guys were having a hard time hearing me. Master Chola's mantra was playing in the background on my phone. Ta-da! Now you can hear me better. Yay! So Joanna says, could look bare. I can't hear it. Yeah, it was playing. Suresh has apparently ears like a bat. And bats have tiny baby ears. I like bats' ears because they're probably soft and squishy. Suresh says, I can hear it. Okay, back to our metaphor. Let's stay focused. So if you remove all the weeds in the front of the building, your business, the sides of your business, and the back of your business, you have a clean place. But is it beautiful? Not necessarily. But what if you had several potted plants with beautiful flowers? You planted several trees in the front, several trees on the side, several trees in the back that were producing fruit and producing flowers. Would that be a more beautiful business for people going in and coming out? Yes or no? Yes or no? Karen says yes. Tina says yes. That would look cared for. Ah, beautiful. Jessica says yes. Joanna says that would look amazing. Yes. Okay? Lori says yes. Suresh says yes. Avani says yes. Good. So this is what I want to point to you guys. This is very, very important. Tina says a great word, inviting. Aha. Think about it. So what do we do on the spiritual path? What do we do on the spiritual path? We become aware. What are we becoming aware of? We're becoming aware of limiting beliefs, calcified thought forms, preconceived ideas, negative programs. We're becoming aware of what? The weeds. We're becoming aware of the weeds. So, through our spiritual practices, through certain techniques, through energy healing, through meditation, we do what? We remove the weeds. 1 weed at a time, 10 weeds at a time, 100 weeds at a time, depending upon what school, what technique, what methodology you use, right? To remove the weeds, the weeds, the weeds. Now what are you left with? A clean slate. You know what you haven't spent any time doing? Cultivating the land and planting seeds that will turn into, not weeds, but turn into beautiful trees, beautiful flowers, beautiful fruits. So we spend so much time purifying, removing the weeds, that we don't spend a lot of time acknowledging the beautiful garden that we currently have and that we are continuing to nurture. Why? Because we're always focusing on the weeds. We're not focusing on how beautiful we are, how beautiful we are physically, how beautiful we are emotionally, how beautiful we are mentally, how beautiful we are spiritually, because we're always like, I have anger issues I got to get rid of. I have self-esteem issues I have to get rid of. I have poverty consciousness I need to get rid of. I have pride that I have to get rid of, right? But we don't spend a lot of time on the positive things. Excuse me. Oh, did that scare you? I said it depends on what you call weeds, because in all truth, a lot of weeds are actually natural medicine most don't appreciate. One level of truth. Very good. Very good. Because as you become aware of the weeds, you can use that to transform your life. You're like, the reason I'm having suffering is because of this weed of anger. When I remove the weed of anger and replace it with forgiveness and inner peace, my life is transformed. Interesting. So Joanna says, I've done this as well, trees and flowers. Tina says yes to Jessica. Makes sense, right? So when you guys sat down and spent 15 minutes or 8+ hours coming up with the positive qualities, it's giving you space to go, you know what? Ooh, your sister's birthday on Zoom. Happy birthday, sister. Bye, Chrissy. Lots of love to you. So as you spend time thinking and feeling the good qualities and being aware of your good qualities, it improves your self-esteem. It improves your self-worth. It improves your self-image. So you don't swing from one end of the pendulum to the other of no self-esteem. You think you're horrible at everything, right? Not good at this, I'm not good at that, I'm not good at this, I'm not good at that. So you think you're bad in everything. So that's no self-esteem. Or you swing the pendulum over here that you think you are better at something than you actually are. So you have self-delusion, self-conceitedness, and a lot of negative pride, right? So two ends of the spectrum are not good. So you're in the center. You're like, hey, I got some things I'm working on. I got some weeds that I'm removing, but I also have some beautiful qualities that I'm going to continue to nurture, acknowledge, and amplify in my life. Is this making sense? What's up, dandelions is medicine? Tina gets it. I always remember that joke. One person gets it? Like you're telling a joke and one person in the audience laughs, like that's the only person that got the joke. So Avani says yes. Okay, so that is our lesson for today. That is the higher teachings for today's challenge 28 of, yes, we have imperfections, we have impurities, we have weeds, we have negative programs, we have limiting beliefs, we have these things that we have to let go of and get out of our system, out of our aura, out of our chakras, out of our subconscious mind to move our lives forward. Yes. And we have to acknowledge all the growth that we've gone through. For instance, how many of you stop to sit and reflect and go, wow, of these 28 challenges, I've done 15 of them, 20 of them, 25 of them, 28 of them. Good job, me. I'm proud of myself, but not from negative pride, but a healthy pride, healthy self-esteem. Is this making sense? I'm drinking a Bing. I haven't had a Bing in a hot minute. So it's a Bing I got from the grocery store when I went to pick up her spinach spring mix. Ding! Baby spring mix. Elaine is like, why does he need more energy? I'm like one of those guys, I don't drink coffee for the caffeine. I drink it because I like the taste of it. And apparently I also like the taste of energy drinks that taste like medicine for some reason. So Shrest gets it. Nice. Or as I like to say, noise. She's playing with her toy and her little I have a little carry bag for her. So when we travel, bunnies can't touch the ground. There's a new bunny virus going around. So bunnies can't touch the ground. Keep them in their little safe bags. Huh, sweetheart? So that's it, guys. For those of you who need healing, you know where to go, who to go to, hopefully. You go to ChristianRLong.com, schedule a consultation and or healing session. If you know nothing about pranic healing, go for the consultation. If you know about pranic healing, go for the energy coaching and healing session. And then we'll transform you. She is a baby bunny, and she ate all of her greens. She is very sweet. Her fat, floppy ears. I love holding her and squishing her tiny body, feeling her little baby gut and kissing her fat head. I turned into the guy who's on Instagram posting about bunnies. I haven't posted anything really other than one picture about her because I don't want to be that guy, but deep down I am that guy. I am that person. You're very welcome, Tina. Much love to you, Jessica. Love to you, Joanna. Have an amazing, phenomenal evening, each and every one of you. My heart is overflowing with love and appreciation and gratitude for you guys coming on week after week, month after month. We're not at the year after year point. We're getting there. So basically, if all of you show up pretty much March 1st, if you all show up March 1st of 2021, that will be 1 year that we've been doing this kind of work together. You love seeing bunny pictures. I could do bunny videos too. Her fat little head stuffed in her food bowl, trying to get the last bit from the bottom. Anyways, thank you guys very much. Enjoy the rest of your evening. This is Christian Long, Life Enhancement Consultant, wishing you a beautiful day, a beautiful week, and a beautiful life. And Avani says, I recall one of your streams that had bunnies, 2 of them if I'm not mistaken. That's right. Avani remembers a stream I did like a year ago that there were 2 bunnies in my driveway and they were staring at each other for 20 minutes straight. And I'm like, what are they doing? And then somebody who knows about bunnies says, yeah, they're mating with each other and you're getting in their way. And I was like, oh, snap. Mating bunnies? They were tiny, so I don't know how much they were mating, but makes sense. Somebody said, hey, you have so many bunnies in your parking lot. Why don't you just go into your parking lot and grab one of the bunnies? Oh, you remember that too, Jessica? That's right, the bunny showdown. That's what I was calling it, the bunny showdown. It was hysterical. They were like staring down at each other. Little did I know they were staring down at each other of like who's going to be, doing what. So anyways, that's my story for today. Love you guys very, very much. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye-bye.